Pokemon Legends Arceus is the latest Poke game that has quite frankly rocked the lives of its fans. I'm like nearly 200 hours into it so far, and at time of recording, it is my game of the year by far. And if that wasn't good enough for you, we've got a brand new content update called Daybreak. Version 1.10 brings new content and features to this popular game. We'll get to experience a brand new investigation with mysterious mass outbreaks of Pokemon popping up all across the Hisui region. You'll be teaming up with Warden Mai to investigate what's causing them. Now, I love this game, but especially because it's fairly hands-off and it actually doesn't walk you through every step of the way. I'm Sara from GameByte, and here are 10 things that you still might not know you can actually do in Pokemon Legends Arceus. And if you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps us out a lot. Thanks! Number 1, did you know you can EV your Pokemon? And believe me, for some of those late game fights and the new Daybreak challenges, you're definitely gonna need this. So if you're not entirely certain on what I mean when I say EV, here's a little guide. So EVs stand for effort values, which work behind the scenes to determine your Pokemon's stats. If you've ever ran into someone online and they've absolutely decimated your team, you can bet your bottom dollar that they've EV'd their Pokemon. Prior to Gen 8, it was notoriously tricky to do, and it usually involves a lot of breeding, resetting your stats with berries, and buffing stats with stat boosting items. Now, Pokemon Legends Arceus has reworked that entire system, and it's made it way more accessible. EVs, which stand for effort values, are now called effort levels, and they require something called a grit item. If you want to max out a Pokemon that has no effort levels at all, you'll need 18 grit dust, 18 grit gravel, 18 grit pebbles, and 6 grit rocks. You'll be able to increase all of your effort levels to 10 as long as you have the right grit items. And as you might imagine, they're fairly difficult to come by. You can battle, or defeat alpha Pokemon for randomized drops, but an easier way is to just release your wild Pokemon at the ranch in Jubilee Village. I went an embarrassingly long time in the game before realizing I could do this. But make sure you keep at least one of every Pokemon to complete its Pokédex entry before you release it back into the wild. Number 2, did you know? You can change your target during wild Pokemon battles. So you're out exploring the Obsidian Fieldlands and all of a sudden you're ganged up on by 2 wild Pokemon. The audacity of it. If this has happened to you, then you'll know the pain of getting attacked by 2 or more directions at once. What the game doesn't tell you in the beginning is that you can actually switch your targets during battle. Now, yes, it does say this in the top right hand corner of the screen. Perhaps I need to go and get my eyes checked, but I spent like 30 hours in this game before I realized you could do that. If you want to secure that type advantage, you can press the ZL button, which when you press the button, it switches to the other target that is also attacking you. Number 3, did you know? The meaning of the double red arrow. After playing Legends Arceus for a while, I'm sure you will have all done plenty of research tasks during your playthrough, and you've probably noticed the double red arrows next to some of the tasks, but what do they mean? Well, I found that when you complete a research task with double arrows on the left, you'll get bonus research points to that specific Pokemon's research level. So make sure you complete those research tasks to grab those bonus points. That's going to be invaluable if you're trying to max out your Pokédex. Number 4, did you know? You can change motion controls. Oh, because we all love the gyro function in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, right? Right? Just me. Okay. Switch Lite users, stick around because this also applies to you. Yep. That's right! Legends Arceus has a gyroscope feature which you can turn on in the settings. Now the setting is under motion sensitivity and is right in the middle of the menu. If you turn up the sensitivity, it'll allow you to aim your Pokeball in the wild by tilting your Switch instead of using the analog stick. Number 5, did you know? You can toggle the HUD on and off. Now we're getting real Breath of the Wild vibes from this one. If you're the type of player who doesn't like to go through the settings in a game, then you might have missed this super helpful trick. Now the world of Legends Arceus is it's so beautiful, even if at times it does look a little bit like that PS2 game that you've got a lot of nostalgia for. This tip is going to be especially useful for you if you want to grab a cheeky screenshot of your Pokemon or if you find a particularly beautiful view. So how do you do this? Well, it only takes 2 simple steps. First, you'll need to go into your settings again and enable HUD toggling, which is right beneath autosave. and this will give you the option to toggle the HUD. Next, all you have to do is press down on the button on your left joystick and bam! Now you have a much cleaner screenshot that you can share with your friends or post online. Number 6. Did you know? You can emote at your Pokemon. This is possibly the cutest thing in Pokemon history. When your Pokemon are out of the Pokeballs, you can emote at them and they'll respond in kind. Pokemon in the overworld, hands down the best thing the series has ever done. So you can press A to nod at them, B to shake your head, and Y to cheer them on, and they'll even react back. Number 7. Did you know? You can use multiple Pokemon to mine items. Okay, we've all thrown a Pokemon at a tree to shake the berries out of it and thrown them at rocks to smash them into little tiny pieces. But, did you know? You can have multiple Pokemon in the overworld to help speed up the whole process. You don't actually have to wait until your Pokemon returns, just enlist your whole team. Number 8. Did you know? You can craft star pieces. Absolute stonks. We are quite simply drowning in the sauce. If you're not sure what to do with all those blue, green and red shards that you've picked up in space-time distortions, you can go to the Craftworks in Jubilee Village. There, you'll be able to pick up crafting recipes, including one for a star piece. Now it's fairly costly, coming in at around 10,000 Pokédollars. You'll also need one Stardust and one of each kind of shard, but each star piece sells for 5,000 Pokédollars, meaning you can easily make your money back, and then some. Number 9, did you know? You could just run away from fights. It's always been a dice roll to run from wild Pokemon battles. You needed to outspeed the opponent, otherwise your turn was just wasted. But in Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can literally just run away. Just go, and come back. Number 10. Did you know, in Daybreak, you can reset spawns for alpha Pokemon? The new Daybreak update has massive mass outbreaks, which are huge swarms of rare Pokemon. Originally, trainers could encounter mass outbreaks when leaving Jubilee Village and heading to a zone, but only one Pokemon species would spawn per area. MMOs, no, not League of Legends, are different and are a lot harder. You can feed Mai's Munchlax 5 Aguav berries to reveal what Pokemon will be spawning at these question marks, which will then change the icons on your map. You'll notice the Pokemon that aren't normally seen in that area are appearing, meaning that pretty much anything but legendaries can be found in any part of the map, which is going to make completing your Pokedex so much easier. When approaching an outbreak, you'll see about 4 to 6 Pokemon spawn. They can be alphas, evolutions, or just regular old Pokemon. If you don't see any of the Pokemon you want, you could just go back to Jubilee Village and try again. Now that you've got these super helpful tips, it's time to be the very best, like no one ever was. Make sure you watch our playlist on screen now for even more of the very best of GameByte content. If you want more Pokemon Legends Arceus tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps us out a lot. We upload weekly gaming videos, so be sure to turn on that notification bell and not miss any more gaming content. I've been Sara from GameByte, and you've been wonderful. See you on the next one.